Hello, aspirant. I'm Karthikeyan from InKar Academy. Today we are going to see about the 7th December current affairs. This topic taken from the Delhi edition. That topic is Silica scars on Indian silicosis problem. So this topic comes under the environmental pollution and degradation, and also the preliminary land pollution topic. Why it is in the news? First of all, India's growth aspiration of spurred the national mining industry to extract more minerals to use the construction. One such mineral is a silicon dioxide, that is a silicon and important component of the sand and also the stone. The mine workers exposed to silica dust for many years have a heightened risk of the developing silicosis, whereas microscopic silica particles are lodged in lung tissues, hampering the normal function. The risk of silicosis is age agnostic, determined by exposure as a chronic after onset. Thus, it threatens millions of workers, many of them young. In 1999, the Indian Council of Medical Research reported that more than 8 million people in the country were highly exposed to the silica dust. This population could only have increased since the national government has opened new mines and also expanded old ones. On November 29, the National Green Tribunal, directed by the Central Pollution Control Board, in draft new guidelines that is a granting permission for silica mining and washing plants. That is a Uttar Pradesh Government Pollution Control Board to set up healthcare facility in areas of the silica mines. That the NGT will intentioned, that is mine workers are desperate for this action. India's the Occupational Safety and Health and Working Condition Code 2020 requires mine workers employed to notify threats and bodily harm to the workers and workers developing specific disease including silicosis, but operation often do not notify. That is a Director General of Mine Safety, preventing the state from developing an actionable awareness in the between the mine operators, workplace practices, nor have state of their own initiatives try to collect these data. The potential for special hospitals and there is a situation is unclear only. The potential, the code obligation, qualified medical practitioner that notifies silicosis cases, that is a chief inspector cum facilitator, yet to fail to reveal the silicosis case. So healthcare provide even be known to misrecord mainly silicosis as tuberculosis. The NGT also noted that concerned authorities are not living up with the law. So the state diverts the consent to supply to cheap silica workers tolerate bad working condition and also delay seeking medical or legal recourse, that is until the silicosis has become a life threatening. There is a silica cause are the physical damage of marks caused by the exposure of the silica particle, which are crystalline components that commonly found on the sand, quartz, and certain types of rocks. These causes are typically associated with the occupational disease like silicosis. This is what are the key, that is a prolonged inhalation of the silica dust, often the industrial and constructional environment. The workers can inhale prolongedly, so there is a key aspect that formation the silica dust is inhaled, it enters the lungs and also trigger an inflammatory response, and also over time the body attempt to repair the damage leading to the formation of the scar tissues, that is fibrosis in the lungs, and also there is a impact of health was reduces lung flexibility and impairs its function, leading to the symptom like persistent cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, tightness. In severe cases, it can lead to the respiratory failure and predispose individuals in infection like tuberculosis, and also there is a risk factor like mainly the workers from the mining, constructing, sandblasting, stone cutting, quarrying. There are need inadequate personal protective equipment. They need equipment to avoid this kind of risk. Otherwise it will increase the risk and also the burden of government. There is a diagnosis improving x-rays, ct scans reveals the nodules of scarring the lungs. There is a pulmonary function test access the lung capacity and also the function, and also there is a medical history need for the occupational factor, that is the exposure, how they are exporting, everything will be need the medical history. How to prevent can be they can using proper ventilation system and also wearing protective mask for the respiration and also wetting surface to reduce the airborne disease. that is a wetting during the process there can be wet, then can be avoid the dust particles, and also the regular health checkups is a clear deduction is a main criteria to prevent. And also there is a treatment, there is a no cure for the silicosis and silicosis, that there is a symptom control that are bronchodilators to preventing further exposure of the silica. So it can really attempt to do, it will not cure, so we can avoid further. That's it. There is a lung transplant is in severe cases can be done, then only this is the main important thing. There is a, we need to provide the awareness of the people that working with the construction site, land, sandblasting site. That is a way forward we need to do. Then only the silica is a serious occupational health concern. So we need to concern immediately, and also ensuring the workplace safe